Kerbal Space Program. Send in the clones. Episode 9. Spaceflight to Minimus. Alright, well in the last episode we got this guy up in orbit. Jeopardy A1 again. He's always jumping into these spacecraft. We did the inclination burn. Or is it that we just set up for the inclination burn? Anyway, we were preparing to head off to Minimus. Actually, it looks like he's preparing for the oh, there's Moon. He's just preparing for the burn, considering the angle he's sitting at. And with the big orange tanks, there was plenty of fuel. Delete the alarm. Delete and close. There's plenty of fuel left in that transfer stage there, so there we go. And yeah, so this is the inclination change. Slowly. And then I have to plot a course for Minimus. Yeah, so he's got a bunch of scientific experiments there. I don't know that we've used any yet. I don't believe so. I do expect that we will get a bunch of science from this mission, though. Kind of jerky with the video there. I don't know what's going on there. Okay. Or are we just going to call that good? I guess we'll call that good. And we're at 0.1 difference, so close enough. Now try and find a spot where we can actually meet up with Minimus. And there we have, there we have an encounter. Meeting at Minimus. We'll get the spacecraft pointed in the right direction. And ready for that burn. Wow, almost a 5-minute burn. That's extreme, but I guess if that's what they want. Okay, so we set the alarm, delete it and close it. Fire up that engine for almost 5 minutes. And Jeopardy A1 seems pretty happy about the whole thing. And it's burning. There's Moon. Goodbye, Moon. Won't be going there yet. and the Milky Way. Thing looks pretty interesting from that angle. But yeah, if that was the original rocket, it'd be pretty darn top heavy. So the big orange tanks worked out pretty well for it. And we're actually approaching the site of our maneuver node, so we're about halfway through the burn. Oh, okay, we're still almost, well, 20 seconds away now. And our orbit is gradually reaching out for Minimus. Gradually. And right now our spacecraft's 109 kilometers above the surface of the planet. 110. And we've got about a minute and 30 seconds left to burn. Yep. There's still a fair amount of fuel in that tank, or in that stage. Well, one full tank there out of the 3, so a third of the fuel's still there. Because ideally this will be the fuel that's used to slow the craft down to get into orbit around Minimus, and also, with any luck, help to slow it down to land on Minimus as well. With any luck. Okay, 25 seconds left in the burn. And the orbit's really starting to stretch out now. Really going. And I'm sure we'll have to do a course correction or two along the way. Stopped, and we'll burn a little bit more. And that suggests we have an encounter. Quite a distance away from it, but it's an encounter. So we'll set up for a course correction once we're out past Moon's gravity, or Moon's orbit. And yes, the fun of the maneuver nodes. I mean, they're great things, but man, they take some time. You don't often get it right the first time. 156,000. Well, it's closer. Can't even find the reading, or was that because we were on a collision course already? Yeah. These maneuver nodes drive me crazy sometimes. And I don't know. Oh, we're gonna try to do it. Yeah. See, the earlier you do them, the less energy you use to get the same kind of results. But, ooh. Well, let's see, I'm like under 40,000. And a 0.5 meters per second delta V on that one. But the thing is, the closer in you get, it seems the less finicky it is, so that you have, it's more accurate, because such a small change early on can make such a huge difference. Yeah, it doesn't take much to kind of blow your maneuver node. Anyway, let's set an alarm. And there's no time for the burn, so I'm sure we're looking at a second or a fraction of a second. Oh, there goes Kerbin, there goes Moon. We're really out there. And, oh, what's this going on here? Okay, well, I guess we're heading for Minimus. We'll worry about changing things. Oh, and Kerbin's spinning and Moon's going around it. We'll worry about changing things when we get to the sphere of influence change. I don't know, maybe we'll try and set something up now. And if we were smart, we'd do some science. If we were smart. And if we were going to do that burn, it would be smart to point in the right direction too. And set the alarm. Oh boy. What am I doing? I don't know what I was thinking when I was doing all of this. Oh well. But I was setting a lot of alarms. Oh, I guess we're getting in there at a good distance. Try to sort of circularize the orbit here, more or less. And yeah, that's going to take us a lot more energy, but of course the fact is we gotta slow ourselves down to be captured by Minimus. And Minimus, not being very large, doesn't have a whole lot of gravity to help us out that way. So it's estimated a 40-second burn. And Jebediah seems pretty excited about the whole thing. Jebediah A1. We got the burn going on. Seconds to go. we get the camera shift, so I think we are in orbit. Just burn a little longer to bring the orbit in and cut the engines. Let's see where we're at. 24-ish. I think we're pretty tight on the one side. Oh man, that's too much. Unless we're planning on landing right there. Excuse me. There is sunlight. But somehow I don't think we want to try landing right there. Not for the first attempt at Minimus in this game. So I'll have to bring that up. Although there's a spot that wouldn't be bad to try landing at. And finally, gonna do some science. High radiation environment cause few samples to glow. Blah blah blah. Yeah, okay. Observe mystery goo. Goo feels right at home here. Write that down. Crew report. Looking at the surface of Minimus reminds you of a favorite childhood dessert. You're tempted to taste the surface. Yeah, write that down. Oh no, transmit even better. Now, if he did an EVA, that would be smart too. Apparently, that's not going to happen. Oh well. Are we too worried at that point to try and that we might slam into the surface? Still cutting it close there. Ah, sunrise. Sunrise over Minimus. Here we go. Yeah. Crazy Jebediah looked like he let go of the ladder again. Or he was sliding off of it. Oh no, sorry, it wasn't a ladder, it was a rung, because we haven't invented ladders yet. At least I think we still haven't invented ladders yet. Okay, so trying to adjust things so that we can land on that lake bed. And hopefully not slam into the surface on the way. Yikes. Okay, and we make the burn. The trajectory's looking good. Do an EVA, that's pretty close for that, but we write it down. Like I said, getting a bunch of science here. That one we could have probably transmitted, but don't really want to do that as we're trying to land, just in case we run out of power. More EVA. Excuse me. And another EVA. And another attempt. All these low lines. Do something new. Okay. Yikes. Okay. Jebediah A1. Let's get serious about this landing here. Can't fly the thing when you're outside. So there's still a fair amount of fuel in that stage, the transfer stage, which is good because that means we should have quite an amount of fuel left in the stage that's supposed to bring them home, well, and to land as well. And that's an interesting trajectory. There seems to be some highlands here and there scattered amongst the area. So I'll have to try and hit the planes there. See what he can do. And we're 5.5 kilometers up. Try to do some more science near Minimus. Radiation environment. Yeah, okay. What am I doing? Yeah. That's the same information. Okay. I mean, doing it more than once should still give some science, but we'll try to save that for something else. Okay. Less than 5 kilometers up now. See if we can land in that little area in the east there. Well, it's not as little as the one just north of it, but still, it's not a huge area to land in. And being Minimus with its low gravity, it seems like it's going in slow motion. Okay, less than 4 kilometers up now. Orbital speed of over 120 meters per second, so we're definitely going to have to cut that down. That could make things way too exciting. And we're angling in, trying to bring it over so we land kind of near the hillier regions. Can do some more science that way. Turn on the lights, lower the gear. We can ditch that stage, but it's still got a fair amount of fuel in it, so. Okay, and we're at 85 meters per second, or surface speed. 2.1 kilometers up. Okay. Yeah. And we really have to get rid of that stage before we hit the surface. And we don't really want to land on those hills, I don't think, at this point. So burning and burning, and now we are going up again. That kind of defeats the excuse me, the purpose. Yeah, but again, it would be inefficient for sure, but we've got this stage with all this fuel that we're just going to be throwing away anyhow, so maybe it's not so bad. Okay, we're falling at just over 15 meters per second, 1.2 kilometers up. I do believe I see our shadow now, and it looks like we are heading just off of the edge of the hills there. And we're heading almost straight down for, wow, 700 meters. Okay, 500 meters to go. We're speeding up. Fire that engine. Hopefully it won't cause us any difficulties once we ditch it, because well, and there we go. Drop that stage. Rotate the craft. Fire the engines. We really don't want to land on top of that thing if it survives. Big explosion there. We're going at 12 meters per second. Slowing down, coming almost straight down. 50 meters up. Slowing down, and too slow. Coming down about 2 meters per second. Not bad. Fairly gentle landing. Oh, and we had the reaction control thrusters on. The reaction control assisted landing. Anyway, that's it. We landed. End of the episode. We'll explore it next time. Thank you. Bye.